Then there was the McDonald's ad. Anybody see that one?
No.
It was from France, and it was a young boy and his father. And the young boy is looking over through his high-tech deal with his yearbook, and he's talking to, and he says, well, he's talking very intimately to this person. The father goes, is at McDonald's, he comes back with his food. The boy says, well, my dad's coming back, I have to sign off. And it turns out it was an all-boys school. At the bottom they said, come as you are. So it's an ad for homosexuals that go to McDonald's. The surprising thing is the homosexuals were mad at the ad. The ad's not going to come to America, but it shows McDonald's policy of anybody is welcome. Then the PP oil disaster is just continuing on. They did put a little thing on there that takes out, what, 5% up to 25% of the oil. But there were some startling revelations that came. The head man for BP sold a third of his shares. Now that's a lot of shares. It's over 1 million shares. He sold a third of them 3 weeks before it happened. And then he took the money and paid off his big mansion he has in England. Also, Goldman Sachs sold all theirs right before it happened. You think it happened? You think it just happened, the explosion, or do you think it... Helen Thomas, the news people interviewed her. Anybody see that interview? Oh,
yes.
They asked her, what about the Jews? She said, quote, Jews, get out of Palestine. Go back home. They said, where's that?
Where you belong.
They said, Poland, Germany, United States of America, and every place else that you came from. Wow, that was something. And then, the last thing I want to talk about, June is what month? How about this? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and
transvestite.
You got it. You know it. Transgender Pride Month. That was by President Obama. I'm going to read a little bit that's written about it. It says, President Obama has officially declared June to be lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Pride Month here in America. Essentially a repeat of last year's proclamation. This year's declaration part reads, now therefore I, Barack Obama, President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim June 2010 as lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Pride Month. I call upon all Americans, that means us, all Americans, to observe this month by fighting prejudice and discrimination in their own lives and everywhere it exists. Our God said, he who lies with a, how's it go? What lies with a man as it does a woman is an abomination in my sight. And every place in the scriptures, when Israel fell back, there were sodomites in the palace, sodomites in the temple, and the new guy came in, he read the Bible, and he got rid of all the sodomites. Sodom and Gomorrah was a sodomite city, and fire came down from heaven and destroyed it. I think God hates sodomites. I think you preached something about that, didn't you? We got part 2 today. Are you going to talk about this in your message today? This proclamation? Yeah. Okay. That takes care of June. This person said there's 11 other months. Here are some monthly proclamation possibilities we might consider for the rest of the year that should help uplift and encourage others who have felt the sting of biblical bigotry. July, fornicator, adulterer, pornographer Pride Month.
Oh, God.
August, glutton, alcoholic, drug addict Pride Month. September, obscene, vulgar, and profaner Pride Month. October, liar, duplicitous, and deceiver Pride Month. November, hedonistic, slothful, and coveter Pride Month. December, gossiper, backbiter, and busybody Pride Month. January, vindictive, revengeful, and retaliator Pride Month. February, greedy, materialistic, and money lover Pride Month. March, idolater, devil worshiper, and heretic Pride Month. April, selfish, sadistic, and narcissistic Pride Month. And May, contentious, cruel, and complainer Pride Month. That'll complete it, and we have everything where the Bible doesn't mean anything at all.
When's Abortion Pride Month?
He did not have that in here.
Sound like all
Sorry.
Pride months.
That'd be the same people every month.
Yeah. Any other announcements? Yeah, there should have been an abortion. Any other announcements?
I was just gonna add to what you were saying. There was a program like 2020 or whatever where the wife of one of the people on the oil rig that were killed was saying that her husband came home before that happened, very distressed, and he took out a will, and he told his wife that something terrible was going to happen right before the explosion, so it almost looks like it was a planned deal.
She was on TV talking about
Talking
it,
about it.
so it's firsthand.
There is nothing that happens in which there is not other theories. Nothing's cut and dry anymore.
No.
You think something like that, well, explosion,
Mm-hmm.
it's cut and dry, but it's not. And as you check and think, there's people who really are working at it, and there's all kinds of views. I think if you think hard enough, you'll come up with the right view that happened. I do think it was a planned attack.
I also heard that the black boxes for the ship was never recovered, or it was never released by BP.
The black boxes with,
On the ship, I guess one of the ships that was there,
oh really? I don't know about that.
for the rig or for the, I'm not sure whether it was for the thing that floats, the rig, that, or the ship, one or the other. But I've heard that BP never released it. They're still holding on to the black box. Similarly to what aircraft have.
Wow, I didn't know anything about that. We all know that there is a coming one world
Yeah.
government, which is backed by there's bloodlines that run this thing, but it's backed by the banks. And it comes right back to the simple thing. Are we to go out and borrow at usury? Well, no, that would be, to our grandparents, that's an astounding fact. They didn't do it. I read in 1929, only 2% of all the homes in America had mortgages. That just floors me. 1929, 2% had mortgages. Wow. Now it must be reversed.
Mm-hmm.
If that many, if there's 2% that own their home, it'd be kind of shocking. It's what's taking place. And I can see why that the bankers have upteen quadrillion dollars. Do you remember $1 set aside at 20%? If you just invested $1 in 100 years, how much money would you have?
412,726 or 412 million.
Oh, 412 million.
Okay.
786,000. Very good. $412 million if you had, what, $1 invested? Wow, how much money they've got invested. All right, any other announcements? Let's stand and let's sing All Glory, Laud, and